on Haiti. Jeff, tell them something.
Haiti once again.
Yes.
What has really happened in Haiti this time?
The other day, we read of a story where a Kenyan police officer was shot, as the report that we got from the head of mission.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. There's something that I know so many Kenyans want to know. How is Kenya benefiting? How is Kenya going to benefit from this war with Haiti? Because it's a war. You know very well that our Kenya police yesterday, I think it was yesterday you told us that our Kenya police was shot.
Yeah.
Now, people are losing life. People are going to lose life. And that is the honest truth.
Yes.
They are going to lose life because these people have guns.
Yes.
Barbecue team have guns. And they are gangs, even if they are not trained. They are gangs. You know very well that barbecue was in is in an army.
Yeah.
And I know very well that he has trained those gangs.
Yes.
How is Kenya going to benefit from this war with Haiti? How are they going to benefit?
Well, it is a matter that can be discussed in a very wholesome way. One, the basics. Yeah, you are sending troops there. Troops are going to be paid highly, of course, not as the way they will be paid here, and you will be, in one way or another, benefiting their families and their economies here. That's the other day we got information that every soldier or every police officer that is in Haiti will be paid 183,000 Kenya shillings. So that is monies that, of course, it's higher than what they've been receiving here. But if you're looking at it in terms of Kenya, how Kenya will benefit, one is the kind of political mileage, global political mileage that Kenya will have after this. We know that, as I said in another episode, we have this competition here in Africa. Of course, no African nation has ever led a mission outside the African continent. Kenya is the first nation to lead a mission outside the African continent. So that is a record, a glass ceiling that Kenya has already broken. Two is that we have South Africa that we also competing with in terms of how we can respond to global issues. We've seen South Africa going to BRICS. They have taken a very bold move to go to BRICS, and that is supposed to be a security kind of an organization. Yeah, and of course, Kenya is also taking its own path in terms of security, and following this close collaboration with the United States and the West, we saw that just the other day, Kenya was named to be a U.S. major non-NATO ally, and that came out of this close cooperation. So that means that also security-wise, Kenya is gaining as part of the first sub-Saharan Africa to achieve a major non-NATO, U.S. non-NATO ally. As well as if you're looking at the statement that our former foreign cabinet secretary said, that Kenya is a country that looks at Pan-Africanism in terms of all people of African descent who not only are here in this country, but who are even outside the continent of Africa. So Kenya is positioning itself to be a country that cares about people of African descent across the world. So that is why you found that we answered the call of Haitians. They had a call, no country was going to assist them, but Kenya stepped forward and assisted and decided to take this odious task. It is a very, very difficult task. It is a task that many countries have been there and they failed to do. If at all Kenya will succeed and learn from the mistakes of MINUSTA, learn from the mistakes of other countries that have been there in Haiti, this will be a very, very important feat for this country, if at all we will achieve it. And it will mean a lot for our country going forward, and will position Kenya as one of the countries that has managed to do something that many countries did not do. Also, Kenya has been very, very categorical in supporting peace processes across the world, not only in Africa, name it Congo, name it Eritrea and etc., but also if Somalia, but also even outside Africa. Kenya has sent its troops in East Timor. Kenya has sent its troops in Yugoslavia. And this has been very, very fundamental in supporting, in placing Kenya to be one of the lead nations that even was suggested for this kind of a mission. Also, if you're looking at in terms of capacity, this mission has or will improve our police capacity to be able to respond to issues that may face this country in future. Because as a cause of this mission, Kenya has managed to secure support in terms of capacity support from the United States. They came here in this country to train our police officers in close contact combat, in urban warfare, and etc. So they have also been given equipment that they will not otherwise have been given equipment of this kind of drills. So in terms of capacity, our police officers will, after the end of this, will have increased their capacity to respond to anything that will happen. And you know, Kenya is a country that has faced terrorism attacks in the borders of this country. You call it Dusit D2 attack, Westgate attack, Garissa attack. We've had these attacks. And if we are going to have our police officers well equipped and capacity built, then it will be better for our country because we'll be responding to these issues in a faster way. In terms of intelligence, we'll have intelligence to fight this. So it is a benefit also to our police officers in terms of their capacity, that the skills, the experience that they're going to learn there, they're going also to build our country. And something else is that we can always support our neighbors. So it is not just a Kenyan thing, it will be a regional thing. Our regional existence will also be better from this, because if at all Kenya will have the capacity to respond to these attacks, it will also assist our neighbors. You remember in 1961, I believe it is in 1961, the Kenya police has worked outside our country. In 1961, the GSU were sent to Zanzibar to quell down protests that were happening there. So it is not something that is a first. The Kenyan police officers have been sent outside our country, and this is only specific because it is outside the African continent. Most of the time it's our KDF forces that have been sent. This is also very good because now our police officers will get the experience they need. And these are some of the benefits that are going to come out from this MSS mission.
Okay, thank you so much. So now our viewers know that Kenya is not going to get out empty-handed.
Yes.
It's very nice to see
Yes.
that our soldiers are highly trained, and I know that they are going to be successful.
Yes.
They have done 3 major projects. They have done 3 major projects, like rescuing the police station,
Yes.
the port, and also hospital, the biggest hospital in Haiti.
And major highways.
Even major highways.
Yes.
It's very amazing, and you are highly appreciate. Last time we saw Larry Mado walking towards the market, which was very hard.
Yes.
People feared to go to Haiti, but seeing Larry Mado, the reporter of CNN, just walking through it
Yes.
nicely, thinks that everything is going to be okay and everything is going to be all right. What
Yes.
can you say as you are going to finish?
As we finish, we are still giving support to our police officers in Haiti. They are doing a very good job, and they are putting themselves out there for the betterment of our African brothers, regardless of where you are. As long as you are African, I think we have that close connection with you, because Africans have gone through a lot. And no one is going to save us. Someone said that no one is going to save Africa. It is Africans themselves to save themselves. So I think it is a good thing that Kenya is the one that took this initiative, and I'm positive. I think I am positive to know that it is possible that Haiti can return to law and order, if at all they want that. They should also be very, very eager to have law and order in their country, that it should not be a matter that is imposed to them. They should also be eager to know that to have law and order so that they can achieve it. I know these gangs are only 12,000 people, governing or managing 12 million people. It is, you can do it, you can ward off these people. You can discourage them as the as the Kenyan forces, the Haitian forces, and other MSS forces will be there battling those people with guns, the Haitian people can be there to battle it in terms of how people think. Yeah, you can battle this gang mentality that our country doesn't need gangs. It needs a proper system. And of course, to the oligarchs, you are destroying your country. But of course, the MSS forces are there, and we hope they will achieve what they are supposed to achieve.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
We hope for the best. Until next time, we say game over.